So my name is Fred. I'm one of the co-founders of Paperbox. I'm really proud of where we are today and where we are heading. If we go back a few years in time, AI was still in kind of first footsteps, at least when you compare to the scale of the technology and the applications worldwide. That were the early days. I thought, okay, if I could get a career in AI, that's going to be so awesome. So that's what happened. I started as a machine learning engineer, actually writing code. There's still a few lines of my code in production today, which I'm very proud of. Throughout the years, I pivoted through certain roles. So I always felt like, hey, what is for me the best way to increase the impact I'm making on the organization and figure out what are the best ways for me to contribute. And this led me away from coding, probably because I also wasn't very good at it, but that's a detail, to more broader business development. So I was assigned the launch of our German market, of our German, Austrian and Switzerland market with a new office in Berlin, eventually leading to a role as an account manager of some of the largest accounts of ML6 in Europe. I wanted a career shift. I wanted to make a career change. I decided I want to move more into the product space. Like, can we productize AI in such a way that it increases accessibility and affordability for the wider market so that we can impact more lives and more companies of different sizes, big and small. So that's what led me to joining Paperbox finally as one of the 3 co-founders, and that's where we are today. So with Paperbox, we really have set ourselves the ambition to make impact through AI. We want to transform the workplace by combining the best of human talent with what machines have to offer in terms of intelligence, in terms of AI. So we think that the future workplace will be a combination of both, where more can be achieved with less, so that people can actually focus more on the jobs that give them more feeling of empowerment because they are making more impact. And in order to achieve that, we need scale, right? We need to do what we're doing today, but at a much larger scale. As it fits a traditional SaaS company, we are constantly in this mindset of how can we grow? It's reflected in our values. One of our values is build to scale, but it's also reflected in our year-end objectives. So we have performance objectives, but we also have objectives on having really lean processes, really being disciplined about execution. And so this should bring us in a few years' time over multiple countries, as we set very ambitious targets for ourselves. And we think that making impact through AI is really reaching big and small companies throughout the market by changing the way they work. And in effect, because we are working in insurance, actually changing and impacting everyone's life, because everyone gets in touch with insurance at some point in their life. And I know this sounds cliche, but it's really about working with people. So working with prospects, working with customers, working with our own team and employees, and receiving the trust, like really feeling that people trust you. That's, I guess, one of the best feelings there are. And apart from all of the, let's say, highs and lows that are with a startup, I know that I get my energy from working with people and achieving interpersonal things. If I need to summarize what I'm really good at, it's probably making friends.